What? This channel is still alive. What? Today, we're doing a short recap of a fantasy anime. I'm thinking of making these a series, so look forward to that. Spoilers ahead. And now I'm going to use the tired old line, watch out and take care. I don't know what you're supposed to watch out for, but you should take care nonetheless. We begin with a scene where a woman is tied to a chair, while a mysterious man sharpens his knife. She pleads for her life, and asks why he's doing this. He looks at her with a sinister and evil look, claiming she rejected him, and that his name was Zack. The woman yells out, "No, you're not Zack." He says,
"Sweetheart, believe me, I am Zack."
He strikes, killing her. Next scene, we see Brother Sam and Dean Winchesters on the road in their 1967 Chevy Impala heading to Missouri. Sam is having a nightmare about a shadowy yellow-eyed man visiting his crib as a baby, and as a woman bursts into flames on the ceiling, he wakes up. He asks Dean if their dad has called yet, and Dean says he hasn't heard from him yet. Then Dean, in his usually snarky self, points to a newspaper report about a series of gruesome killings in a small town. All the suspects claim to be innocent, as they were never at the crime scene. Dressed and disguised as federal marshals, they visit the local police dep to meet a detective named Boyle. Despite the room being filled with men, Dean, who's a ladies' man, stops a woman and asks for Boyle. Turns out that she's the person they're looking for, Detective Catherine Boyle. She takes them to an interrogation room that holds Zack, the killer. Zack pleads innocence and breaks down in front of the boys. The brothers are convinced that he is telling the truth, even though Dean is still a bit iffy. But when they review the footage of the cameras above the house that the crime took place, they were about to be completely sure. Sam notices something peculiar. He saw Zack's eyes shine when he looks at the camera, except it's not a lens flare. They investigate the house, and Catherine reveals that she knew Amanda, the victim, for many years. Sam notices a trail of blood leading into a nearby sewer entrance. They get into it and begin searching for the culprit. Using a moment of distraction due to a rat, a creature attacks and injures Dean's shoulder with a pipe and knocks Sam unconscious before he can react. Sam wakes up to find that the creature in question is a shapeshifter, a supernatural being capable of morphing itself into any person, perfectly imitating their appearance, voice, and even memories. The shapeshifter, now in Dean's disguise, goes after Catherine. Sam struggles to free his hands, which causes a few rocks to be displaced, one of which strikes the real Dean's head, who is below, causing him to wake up. Dean uses a lighter and burns through his restraints, and the brothers rush to rescue Catherine. Back at her house, Catherine refuses to believe Dean's story about a shapeshifter. Turns out the real Catherine is being held captive, and the one in the house is the shapeshifter. She points a gun at Dean, just as a SWAT team surrounds the house. The shapeshifter utters a scream to fool the SWAT, jumps through a glass on the ceiling, and escapes. Sam arrives on time, only to be stopped in his tracks by a SWAT member. It is revealed to be Dean. The brothers get into the car and are searching for the nearest sewer entrance to hunt down the monster. Dean suddenly has a strange realization. He suspects that the person beside him is not his little brother. Sam is shocked to hear this from Dean, which leads to both suspecting each other of being the shapeshifter. They both wrestle for the same gun in the car. Sam eventually gains the upper hand. Then boom, the trigger is pulled. The camera shows another Sam running towards the car and is revealed to be real Sam, who in fact shot his doppelganger that was sitting beside Dean through the car's windshield. The monster was dead, and the real Sam and Dean then rescue Catherine and head back onto the road in classic rock and roll style. I want to thank you amazing people so much for sticking with me through all this time of my inactivity. I promise I'll be making new content regularly. To all the new viewers, please consider subscribing because it helps motivate me. To all my current subscribers, please consider liking and leaving a comment if you want me to do more episodes of the supernatural anime. That helps me too. I'll see you guys in the next one soon.